What's up, guys? And in today's video, I'm going to talk about something a little bit more positive. I had some backlash from some of you guys commenting, some agreeing, some disagreeing about the dying video. And I just wanted to say that didn't want to anger anybody, but I thought I should make this video because as somebody who's been playing the game for 7 years, to see a lot of people try to say that, oh, I've been playing the game since this or since that, and then they try to justify something that will never happen. I thought I should make this video about a little bit more of a positive subject, and that is the future of Call of the Wild, right? The last video was why Call of the Wild was dying. I want to make a video called the future of Call of the Wild because I do think it's positive in a way. So anyway, people on the other video said or talked about Africa 2.0. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what I think about that. Basically, I don't think it's going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be multiple years from now. And I'm going to tell you guys why I think that. Every single time EWS put out a map, a lot of times we expect this thing. We get something sometimes similar to it, but watered down, basically is how I like to put it. Except with Son of Patan. I do give props to the EW team. They definitely took a big leap. They broke a fourth wall with the Tigers, I do think. But that doesn't just mean that, it's free getting off. I do think there's a lot of work to be done if they want to bring the game back. And a lot of people think that we will have elephants, and that's kind of like the whole point of Africa 2.0. But I don't think we're going to have elephants, mainly because of the engine. Now, I will say I've been wrong, right? They did say before that they didn't have tar on Te Aroa because their engine could not handle the tar. And look what we have now. So I'm not counting anything out, but I do think a multi-ton animal is a little bit, more of a problem. They said they tried to do it with even a mock model, and they couldn't even get that to work. So, a full-size elephant, it would call for a rework to the animal class system most likely, or an addition of class 10, a whole new range of animals. I meant guns, if you want to have multiple guns to shoot them with. I'm sorry, those who think that will happen. There's a good chance it will happen. There's a very good chance it will happen, but I don't think it will happen sometime super soon. I'm not going to say anytime soon because it could be soon, but for example, right, we have had a game a map every 6 months for the last 7 years, and we just had a 12-month gap. If that does not tell you that this game is dying, I don't know what does. I'm sorry for those who, I guess it's a hard reality for them to accept. It's a hard reality for me to accept, but I have come to accept it. I've been playing Way the Hunter a little bit more now and some other games. I think they'll always add things to this game, and people will always come back to it, but I do think it's the end of an era, right? This game used to be able to say it is the most realistic hunting game on the market. That title's gone. Okay, Way of the Hunter is arguably way more realistic. Listen, I know there's going to be people in the comments that are going to say that Way of the Hunter's not as realistic. They're going to find something to argue with, but it is. It's more realistic in 95% of the aspects. It is more realistic. So I know it's a hard reality to accept. It's a hard reality for me to accept, but you're just going to have to accept it. This game is dying. Way of the Hunter will be the new biggest hunting game, I do believe. It has way more potential. The graphics, the engine, just the guns themselves. I feel like it's the render distance. There's just so much more potential with Way of the Hunter that this game, in just a few years' time, will be basically irrelevant. Like I said, I do think they will keep adding things to this game, but like like Hunter Classic. I mean, they added a new trophy lodge very recently, very big trophy lodge. So I mean, they're always going to add things to this game, I think, but it's going to get to a point that most of the creators, like Flinter and Scarecrow and a lot of the bigger creators, I think they are actually going to start leaning towards Way of the Hunter. You see a few years ago when Way of the Hunter came out, they played that a lot, and then they started playing this game again. I think it's going to start leaning towards the other side. You know what I mean? It's going to be the opposite. But I'm interested to see what you guys think. We probably will be streaming tomorrow at about 11 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry to, be a negative nanny or whatever you call it, but I feel like I need to say this because of the responses I had in the dying video. I could explain it a little bit more in this video and maybe express my opinions a tiny bit more. I hope I didn't trigger anybody. I don't mean to make anybody mad. I don't mean to provoke anybody, but I just wanted to get this out. So thank you for watching, I guess. Please consider subscribing or liking, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.